Okay, Inspector Gadget Kart Graphics present a Junior National Light. Nice early green light, and the drivers are off and running. So a little bit of controversy from the pre-final has seen a different running order, and Jake Spokes obviously going back through the group a little bit, and it looks like he has to come off at the third row as a result of that. So wait to see. And Luke Marcus leads him out. Had a fifth in the pre-final, so he's starting to move up through the pack. Closed SA State pole sitter, so very fast driver in the 34. Hayden Reynolds in the 58, right on his tail. So it's going to be a fascinating battle, this one, especially with Spokesy coming through the traffic in the 89. So we'll wait to see how it unfurls. So Luke Marcus leads them down. The big move came from Blaine Grills, who just went up the inside to pick up third spot. So Blaine Grills just moved up one. So he's right on the back of Reynolds and has been showing good pace. Blaine Grills comes from Mildura and is driving in his first open meeting as a junior. So here comes Spokes down the inside of Grills. So Spokes picks up one more position. So Luke Marcus in the 34 is our race leader. Hayden Reynolds in the 58. The 89 is Jake Spokes. And the 68 is Blaine Grills as they goes through. The number 10 kart goes through is Jake Cole, followed by the 42 of Anthony Regalo. So top end of the circuit for the Jake Light race, brought to you by Inspector Gadget for Gadget Kart Graphics. And Spokes has a look on the inside of Reynolds. Reynolds does open the door for him, so Spokesy goes up into second place. Hayden Reynolds just goes back to third momentarily. Reynolds waves on Blaine Grills and said, come on, let's try and keep on the pace and follow the guys. So Luke Marcus comes through. And Jake Spokes just giving the Carby a bit of fuel as he goes down the end of the straight. And Spokes just runs a little bit wide as he comes off the corner and heads up in a Wakefield turn. But he's very, very quick off the corner, Jake, and looking really strong. So Luke Marcus is now under some serious attack. His mum's up in the grandstand, so I've got to say hi. I could see her standing up there with her arms crossed. She gives us a wave, so beautifully done, Mum. So come on, Lukey, let's go out in front. Jake Spokes on his tail. And then comes Hayden Reynolds with Blaine Grills, Blair Grills, should I say. Jake Cole goes through, Anthony Regalo. And Josh Angus, the 46 kart, got to give young Jay Skinner a big welcome also as he goes through in the top 10. So they come off down the bottom of the circuit. So just then the photographer just walked in front of me and I missed the passing manoeuvre, so I'll hold him responsible. But Jake Spokes now picks up the lead from Luke Marcus in the 34. So Jake Spokes, who had to serve a little bit of a penalty, has now got his points back and is on the lead lap where Jake likes to be in the full CC outfit as he comes through. Luke Marcus in the chase. This is a repeat of our closed state titles actually, with these two guys going flat out with each other. And what a wonderful race that one was. So Jake Spokes in the 89, Luke Marcus in the 34. Spokes, he can't get rid of Marcus. Marcus is right there and hanging on, so I reckon Luke's got the bit between his teeth, as you say. And Hayden Reynolds, he is just having a fantastic run in third spot. He's just going so nicely with Blaine Grills right behind him. Both these youngsters in the 58 and 68 respectively have just came out of the midget classes and out of the rookie class, should I say, into the junior rank. So they're having a great display. Jake Cole goes through on the 10 and Anthony Goal on the 42. Good strong passing manoeuvre down the end of the straight by the 68. And Blaine Grills picks up one position and goes back to third place. Hayden Reynolds down into fourth. So here we go, down through the S as they come, and Jake Spokes continues to lead. A little bit taily off the corner that time for Jake, so he's really pushing the car hard. Luke Marcus right on his tail, so Lukey's having a really good run here today. Almost half race distance, and Jake Spokes very disciplined in his drive, brings it into the Dublin sweeper. Onto the straight, Luke Marcus comes with him, and Jake Spokes just starting to open up a little bit on Luke Marcus, probably only 100th or 200ths of a second a lap, but he's just managing to produce that. Top end of the circuit, some very clean and accurate driving for the junior lights. 120 kilograms J Yamaha engine, and 11 through to 16 years of age is this age group. Jake Spokes is just turning 13 and Luke Marcus is 14, so gives you an idea of the age group that's going on. And of course Blaine Grills has just turned 12. So the guys really do turn on a great display with us. Hayden Reynolds goes through, who's just turned 12, with Jake Cole, who's in the same situation. So it's a fantastic little race. So top end of the circuit, half race distance for Inspector Gadget's kart graphics. And you can see Jake Spokes continue to do the little things that are important, gets behind the NASA panel and makes the go-kart work. You can see it just pick up the back wheel there as it came around the sweeper. The Liberty Oil sweeper just tells you the kart's working perfectly, and when it picks the back wheel up, it tells you that it's releasing nicely. So Spokes' go-kart set for the run. Luke Marcus, though, has plenty of support through Custom Karts, and I'm sure the guys at Custom Karts will have that kart tuned to the maximum, as we say. So Luke Marcus continues the chase. It's a fantastic drive from Luke, because Spokes is actually in very top form, and Luke has not let him go. And Luke's go-kart actually looks like it's got a little bit left in it, and it looks like Spokes is using all the go-kart at the moment. 5 laps remaining. Big news is Hayden Reynolds just moved up 1 position and has got back 3rd place. So well done, Hayden. And he's got Blaine Grills right on his tail, and Jake Cole is getting quicker and quicker too. So here we go, down the straight. Oh, Spokes, he's nervous. He knows, he can't believe I can't get rid of Lukey. So Luke Marcus is right on his tail. Spokes pushes hard as he comes off of that top corner. He uses a little bit different line to everybody else, and probably carries just a bit more entrance speed into Wakefield, and which helps him off the other side. And Luke Marcus continues to chase. It's been a fascinating battle all race long. We've seen Jake Spokes come through the traffic and get himself into the race lead, but he hasn't been able to accelerate away from Luke Marcus, who led earlier on in the race. So Luke brings it around onto the sweeper, right on the tail of Jake Spokes in the CC's 89. So Spokes really trying to put a gap between him and Marcus, and let's see if he can open it up. He's opened it up just a little bit as they went in with 3 laps remaining next time round, 4 on the blackboard. And Luke Marcus is really working hard to stay with Spokes as Spokes tries to break the gap on the back of him, and he certainly has started to do that. So good last 3 laps from Spokes as Marcus comes in. And the big news is that Jake Cole's found himself up in the 3rd place and got himself through the traffic, past Hayden Reynolds and past Blaine Grills on that lap. So a lot happening down the pack while I've been concentrating on what's going on in front. So here we go, through they go with 3 on the blackboard. Jake Spokes, Luke Marcus, Jake Cole, Hayden Reynolds and Blaine Grills. And Blaine Grills just goes down the inside of Hayden Reynolds, and there's a position change there for 4th and 5th respectively. So off the top of the circuit they come, the race leader. We have 2 on the blackboard, and he's really stabbed his authority now with in the last 2 laps. And Jake Spokes has literally turned it on. Go-kart looks perfect actually. His father Brad does the tuning, and it just picked up the wheel and held the jack nicely as he comes through the middle turn there. Great drive from Luke Marcus in 2nd place. Cameron Cole though has come up right up through the pack to get himself up in the 3rd place. And Blaine Grills goes with him. Grills, he's got more horsepower in a straight line than a Williams Honda. Watch him sneak through. Yes, he does. So plenty of horsepower from the Mildura young lad as he gets to the end of the straight. So I think Mark Grills, his father, who does the tuning for Blaine, would be very, very happy with the way the go-kart's performing here today. Okay, big squeeze of the brake pedal, and that'll be the only mistake that Jake has made today. He got up onside that inside curb. He just had a look over his shoulder. He knew what he did. He thought, oh gee, I hope I didn't put Lukey back into the equation. So here we go. Last lap board presented. Jake Spokes goes through with Luke Marcus. And Blaine Grills goes through. I'll tell you what, young Jake Cole had a serious think about it, and Hayden Reynolds was sitting in the best spot of all. Anthony Regalo comes through, and then Josh Angus. Bottom end of the circuit, they would pick him up through the Liberty S's, and what a great drive we've had from Jake Spokes in the 89. Put your hands together as he comes around for a good result. Even gave me a wave with a jack as he came across the curb there. So well done to Jake Spokes. Good result. Well done to Luke Marcus. A great second, really recovery from nowhere. 6th in the pre-final. And Blaine Grills, can you hold on? Come on, Mark, wish him across the track. Blaine Grills picks up the 3rd place on the podium in the 68 from the number 10 of Jake Cole, followed by a fantastic weekend from Hayden Reynolds. Anthony Regalo goes through, and then Josh Angus goes through. Jay Skinner is followed by the 80 kart